against the cage.
Kurdistan-born Finn, Carvon Ahmadi, is a beast of a wrestler who likes to push forward and manhandle his opponents, often taking them on wild rides on Ahmadi Airlines. Afghanistan-born Swede Safi Husini is a fast and explosive boxer with high volume output and KO power in both hands. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at the classic striker versus grappler matchup. Here we go. Carvon Ahmadi versus Safi Husini.
To the blue corner, Safi Husini.
All right, welcome back for your sophomore fight here at Cage MMA. Safi Husini, he may be billed as a striker, but he is actually a 2021 Swedish national wrestling champion, and he won a silver medal the year after. And he says the reason it was a silver, not a gold, is because it was just a couple weeks after him blowing 3 hard rounds with European gold medalist Amir Balikfor in MMA. And a really gutsy performance where Husseini just would not go down. This guy does not know the meaning of quit. You've got to choke him unconscious to be able to get past him comfortably. He has, despite his wrestling background, he actually holds the record for the fastest knockout finish in the history of Sweden's leading fight promotion, Fight Club Rush, in just 11 seconds, and it was off of a jab. He dropped his opponent with a jab, a real powerful jab, and then followed up with some bombastic ground strikes.
Yeah, that's a testament to the KO power he has in both hands, you know. A good deal of power, and he does style himself as a boxer. He says, you know, it's the area he likes the most. It's more exciting, but I am most impressed, of course, with his grappling acumen. It's far and away, in my opinion, his best skill set, despite what he might find to be his favorite.
Oh, definitely. And he's faced such tough competition. I mean, his 2 losses, it's to Amir Balikfor, European champion, and then Johnny Tuma, UAE Warriors title contender and Swedish MMA champion. Those are some losses that age really, or that already, you know, are almost like moral wins in themselves.
Speaking of wins, he had his first victory here at Cage, and he'll look to continue that here tonight.
To the red corner, Carvon Ahmadi.
Now making his way to the cage, we have the undefeated professional mixed martial artist, Carvon Ahmadi. He is an amateur champion in mixed martial arts, a multiple-time wrestling national champion with a long history of competition and training in MMA. Also notably, he is the cousin of former UFC fighter Makwana Amir Khani. Looking tonight to improve to 3 wins and no losses. This man is a phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal grappler. He's got solid positional control, very effective ground and pound, which was on display in his last fight. He's just tremendous when it comes to his ability to take down fighters, whether that's, you know, with a traditional takedown, a throw, whatever the case may be. He's got multiple ways to get the fight to the ground, and he's got the athleticism and the strength of a lightweight. Absolutely phenomenal cardio as well.
And I mean, let's face it, this is his house. He is 3-0 right now in cage. He has an amateur win over Houston Imports in cage 52, November 2021. And then pro debut victory against Kari Itkunen at cage 53. That was in March of last year. And of course, he's coming off another decision win over Alman Raisi at cage 57 in February of this year. So, you know, this is his home field. He will have the crowd support here. He brings all that energy with him inside the cage. I don't expect him to feel claustrophobic at all, because he also was a contestant of Big Brother, so he knows a thing or two about being locked inside. Taking his time to get inside the cage is Carvon Ahmadi.
No rush. He's in no rush.
And his younger brother is also a wrestling champion, so clearly those genes run in the family.
Yeah, strong tradition of wrestling in his family, obviously with family members like Makwan Amirkhani, his younger brother, etc. Like all of this, for the record, I meant Makwan Amirkhani and his younger brother.
Yeah,
not Makwan Amirkhani.
That was his karma, not a call-up.
Phenomenal physique for wrestling as well. Low and wide with broad shoulders.
And a great test for both. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Obviously, Husseini is the larger of the, or the taller of the two, rather. However, he is at a reach disadvantage. He is also younger and more experienced on the pro scene. Let's see how that translates here tonight in this 63-kilogram contest here in Helsinki.
You know what I'm going to say, Sebastian? I'm sure you do. You got a wrestler who wants to wrestle, and he is the shorter fighter. His head position is going to be,
corner,
of course,
with a professional
always
record of 2 wins and 2 losses,
better.
weighing 62.8 kilos. Fighting out of Västerås, Sweden, Safi Husini! In the red corner, undefeated Finnish fighter with a professional record of 2 wins and no losses, weighing 62.9 kilos, representing PJ Vaasa from Vaasa, Finland, Carvon Ahmadi!
All right, great introduction. This should be a great fight. Two fighters that really have that heart and fire inside of them to continue pressing forward until very simply nothing left inside of them. Looks for a moment like Husseini was not going to touch gloves. He did at the end, though. And he's not going to look like it now in the potential 15 minutes that will follow. But he is one of the nicest, sweetest guys you will meet. And he actually brought his girlfriend here tonight. So she's actually in his corner, I believe, alongside Alexander Löf and Millie Eriksson.
Two phenomenal folks to have in your corner. You know, I'm anticipating that this fight is largely going to take place on the feet. One, because Husseini likes to strike, and two, because he has the grappling ability, very likely, to keep Carvon Ahmadi off of him, should he so choose. And I think that when you get two strong grapplers with a good deal of ability to fight one another, very often you end up with a match that is contested largely in the striking realm.
Absolutely. I mean, they're both wrestling champions in their respective countries, so a lot of the times that will kind of cancel each other out. And I gotta say, I really like those hard leg kicks that Husseini started things off with.
Yeah, a testament to his love for the striking arts.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is very, very close with Alexander Löf, who is, you know, one of the best strikers in all of Nordic featherweight, and perhaps even beyond. You know, there's arguments to be made anyway. But regardless, they are very, very close, and I think that might also be why Husseini has fallen in love with the striking.
Oh, there you go.
He gets a takedown. There's Ahmadi.
But is he able to keep him down there? I think, at least thus far, the answer is no. Ahmadi has good chain wrestling. and he has the conditioning needed to do this for 3 5-minute rounds, or probably even 5 5-minute rounds, let's be real.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. Maybe even longer.
Yeah. I imagine when it comes to grappling, he's got a near limitless gas tank. This is a bit of a slow burn right here, though. Not a whole lot of action specifically. A chess match for position. Oh, back elbow from Husseini, who is punching the hand. I'm
Perhaps
not
trying to loosen that grip.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way. Another reverse elbow, and again, punching the hand. Yes. I might have just learned something new today.
A little bit of a stalemate here so far.
Yeah, let's see how the referee feels about this. Oh, that was a very intentional fence grab. Let's be real.
Yeah.
The action was intentional. The intent might not have been bad, but yeah. Oh, foot stomps. Those are bad intention as well, but those are legal. Ahmadi pressuring to the cage. Husseini doing a little bit of damage here and there as he can.
Yeah, so far Ahmadi not really able to impose as well in terms of arresting. There he almost gets it, but...
Well, he's able to dictate where the fight takes place, but not quite able to get it down. So, you know, again, you are seeing this kind of grappling stalemate. Oh, good elbows from Husseini. Ahmadi not quite able to get his hands locked as he searches for that takedown.
Nice sprawl there from Husseini. Now he is the one on the offense.
Let's see how much patience the referee has for these grappling exchanges that might end a bit in a stalemate. Now, however, Husseini does have, you know, Ahmadi clearly down.
Yeah, he's absolutely planted on the canvas now.
How long he's able to stay there or rather how long he's able to keep him there is a different question entirely, because now he's going for a reversal. He's got that leg. He's looking to, yep. Oh, that's a dangerous spot. And back to his feet is Ahmadi. This is a grueling way to fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. This will test both of their gas tanks the longer this fight goes. So
My guess is neither of them is going to be particularly content to do this again in round 2. And when we see these two break forcibly for the end of the round, there's going to be a lot more striking happening come round 2.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if that were the case.
Ooh, takedown attempt in the open here for Carvon Ahmadi.
That was a great shot. Looks like he's going to get it.
It does indeed. But is he able to do anything with it with such short time?
Watch the spine, don't hurt the back.
Elbows to the spine don't sound like a fun way to spend your Saturday night.
Absolutely not.
But these two seem like they like it. I mean, hey, who am I to judge? That was a hard pace, you know, in terms of wrestling. That was very, very hard pace with a lot of back and forth action.
Very, very grueling.
From the physicality perspective, my guess is that Carvon Ahmadi has some level of advantage in terms of strength, but just the sheer grappling acumen of Husseini is able to keep these wrestling exchanges relatively even. So this is quite interesting to see. You know, if you're at a strength disadvantage, though, you can become exhausted relatively easily if this keeps up. It'll be very interesting to see what happens here in round 2.
And I do expect Husseini to try and keep the fight on the feet here in the subsequent round that will follow. Not only did I feel like he seemed a little bit more comfortable with the striking, but he has also said openly several times that he does prefer striking in MMA because he just feels like it's more fun.
That's interesting because, I mean, if your strength is so clearly in grappling, well, I mean, he is totally competent at striking and even exciting with it. I just feel like, why not play super hard to your advantages? But here you have Carvon Ahmadi going for a takedown, at least getting the position, very nearly getting the back end of Husseini planted to the canvas. Oh, Husseini really digging that forearm into the back of the head there. Ahmadi now has him down in earnest. Oh, that shot was clearly to the back of the head, though.
Yeah, the ref needs to mind his P's and Q's here.
Husseini pushing to get to his feet.
Gives up his back, though.
Yeah, with those hands locked, this could be a dangerous spot if Ahmadi decided, hey, I'm going to try and throw you.
Yeah, it's just all wrestling offense all the time here from Ahmadi.
Ooh. Couple of punches there by Husseini.
A nice job by Husseini. You see there hooking sort of a right leg or foot of his opponent, making it harder for Ahmadi to drive forward.
Ahmadi seems to do so regardless, though.
Yeah. Harder, but not impossible.
Right, yeah, exactly. This has got to be exhausting, though, for Ahmadi. He's trying very hard for that takedown without there being much of an impact or result in terms of damage done.
There's a lot of energy expenditure. Well, and he's, you know, Safi is saying he's just kind of chipping away at him slowly, landing small shots here and there.
My question is this the most efficient tactic available to him? I don't believe so.
Yeah.
I think if he went back to the feet, he could have more reliable success in striking exchanges with Husseini.
I think so too, and if nothing else, it would set up the takedown attempts much better, because right now, he's not really threatening with the striking, so to speak.
Yeah, just naked shots, you know, and that doesn't get your opponent down if the differential between your skills is this close.
And I mean, it's like right now, isn't Safi Husini in top position, technically?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, those shots, though, to the back of the head, I mean, that's very clear to me. I don't know, maybe I'm seeing wrong. How does that look to you, Sebastian?
I mean, those seem to be at the side of the head, but yeah, I do think some of them
was the side, but yeah, okay. It's interesting.
I'd be interested to see the striking statistics here in the second round, because I'd question if Ahmadi has landed 2 strikes, whereas Husseini is constantly landing, you know, hardly finishing strikes, but he's still landing relentlessly.
Yeah, for context, I think that Husseini landed more punches to the hand of Ahmadi in round 1 than Ahmadi has landed at all in round 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, he thought very hard about that elbow to the spine.
And nice, look at that, spins around, gets to top position.
Husseini now on the ground eating shots. It seems he may have finally met.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me, yeah, my apologies. It seems he may have finally met his match in terms of like wrestling skill in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, it's wrestling when there's no strikes involved is one thing, but when there is ground and pound, and when you can get struck, it really changes it up. I mean, like the saying goes, you can turn a black belt in BJJ into a white belt by punching him in the face.
1 minute.
I can't, but but someone can. Yeah, I would argue that, you know, despite Ahmadi's attempts here, this is indeed a Husseini round.
Yeah, because, I mean...
This is ineffectual.
What has Ahmadi truly accomplished? How much impact has he imposed on his opponent? I'd say very little.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the attempt... and now Husseini just going ham.
Oh, heavy shots here from Safi Husini. Dropping those Afghan bombs here in Helsinki.
Elbows raining down briefly there. Husseini's got this look in his eyes that is kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, hard shots land on Carvon Ahmadi, and now slicing elbows for Safi Husini.
Safi is honestly scaring me right now.
That look was dangerous. That's not what you want to see in another man's eyes after he has just brought his elbow down on your skull.
I mean, that was like something out of a horror movie, the way that Safi stayed overlooking his opponent like that. That was very intimidating.
I mean, the positioning of it was he was right here close to us, so I kind of felt afraid.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I mean, I don't want to see that look in anyone's eyes anytime soon. But you know what? That was really a message. That was a message to Carvon Ahmadi. Hey, I can wrestle too.
Yeah.
What do you got? Because I can wrestle too. And now Carvon Ahmadi, likely very, very tired after all of those takedown attempts, knows that he has a very close match in Husseini when it comes to grappling, and knows he might be a little bit outgunned when it comes to the fight on the feet. This is not looking very good for Carvon Ahmadi. My guess is that this third round, things get a bit more fast-paced for Safi Husini.
And I wonder also which one of them expended more energy during the second round.
I almost guarantee you it was Carvon Ahmadi.
Right, yeah. I'd say their body language speaks to that now, too. I mean, I think that Ahmadi's language, or body language, seems very labored. A nice 1-2 there from Husseini.
This is the strongest test Ahmadi has had yet in his career. And this is interesting that he chooses to try to go back to the grappling, knowing full well that he didn't quite have the success he needed to make it an effective tactic in that second round.
And the fact that he did it so nakedly as well, I mean, that to me, I mean, I'm just, you know, this is me interpreting, but that says that he really did not like those strikes, so he didn't even want to engage on the feet because of that.
I think, I feel like he hasn't even given it a shot in earnest on the feet.
And we are right back, basically, where the round 2 left off.
Yeah, head stuffed, getting punched, which is not a place you want to be. Slow chipping away damage from Safi Husini.
And Husseini almost constantly seems to have his mouthpiece halfway out of his mouth, and it looked like he said something to Ahmadi's corner.
Shades of Khabib Nurmagomedov talking to Dana White.
Yeah, right.
Just slowly chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. In theory, there is no answer from Ahmadi on these. So,
yeah, what constitutes intelligent defense in this kind of position?
Now, degree of danger isn't a part of the equation, to my understanding. You know, you get those fights like Roy Nelson, Kimbo Slice, where it's just bit, 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 bit.
Yeah. Oh, looks like he's going for a guillotine.
This is a dangerous spot to be in when you're tired.
I mean, Ahmadi is really trying here, but he seems completely out of energy here.
Let's see if he's able to make use of his wrestling skill to potentially get to the feet and then put this back in a more neutral territory. If he had been able to elevate that leg and get the hips in the air, he might have been able to dump Husseini, but nothing doing here.
Yeah, I just don't think he has the strength for it anymore. I mean, maybe one last-ditch effort, but he does have his hands clasped together now. He might get it, actually.
I'm finding that unlikely at this point.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, he just
stuffed it and goes back to small, slow chipping punches.
And if nothing else, I mean, this is definitely a fight that sort of exposes the holes in Ahmadi's game that haven't really been tested before.
Yeah.
But now that he is pitted up against somebody who can match him in the wrestling world and who will punish him for every failed attempt.
Absolutely. Husseini saying, hey, you're not the only wrestler. Let's go. And the ref has had enough of that, stands him up. Ahmadi, is he able to answer? It very nearly looked like he couldn't. And now these two are on the feet. Carvon Ahmadi, you know.
Oh, Husseini's on the hunch here.
In trouble, I would say, in terms of the level of exhaustion. If Husseini can really pour it on here, can get back, you know, to sheer standing, and Alexander Luff signaling for him, hey, up.
Yeah.
Oh, throwing shots with mean intent. Not the most effective, perhaps, but it's damage. This is more than enough to win on the scorecards.
Oh, definitely. I wonder how many strikes Husseini has landed.
And Carvon Ahmadi is bleeding. I'm not sure from where, not precisely, but he is bloodied. He doesn't like this.
Yeah, honestly, if the ref were to stop the fight right now, I'd have no complaints.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to make an argument for this being competitive any longer.
Because, again, is holding on to the leg intelligent defense? I say no.
And there was no discernible offense. Oh my God. Brutal kick to the body. Wow. A bloodied Carvon Ahmadi in a mask of scarlet ends this fight looking at the canvas. This is not a way to get your first professional loss.
And here he is.
In this match. Husseini, does he not like me? Because I feel like he just made eye contact and said something scary.
I think he said something the best. Perhaps I am the best or something along those lines. It was a little hard to hear.
After what he did to us after the end of round 2, I'm a little wary.
Yeah. I mean, the juxtaposition of his little victory dance afterwards and the look of sheer, terror.
Ahmadi is in trouble still.
Yeah.
He is in a bad way right now. He's still on the canvas, laying down. He took some seriously hard shots. He, displayed a lot of heart in staying in there, but it has taken a toll on him. He's cut up. He's bloodied, he's battered. I'm hoping he's able to recover here quickly because he does not appear to be in a good way at the moment.
Yeah, definitely not.
Safi Husini has shown he has some serious skills.
Yeah, I mean, he's 2-0 now in cage. And yeah, let's take a look at some of that action. You can see the power just wasn't there from Ahmadi. And the body language all there, it's just like...
Ahmadi gets clipped, tries to shoot for a takedown. One of many unsuccessful attempts, unfortunately. And this is going to be rough. You know, I can't imagine that Carvon Ahmadi, who has really been able to just do as he pleases on the ground for the most part with all of his opponents, now finds himself in a position like this after his first defeat.
Yeah, I mean, it is...
This is a tough spot.
It is as tough of a learning experience as one could possibly ask for, to be honest.
He's with his team, and I believe also the medical team here now, who chose to wear white, which feels like a bad call.
Yeah.
Considering the amount of blood I just saw on the face of Carvon Ahmadi.
There we have the two musketeers, Safi Husini, Alexander Luff, sitting next to each other in the blue corner.
A third musketeer behind.
Yeah.
In Millie.
And there on the dark blue top is Safi Husini's girlfriend who joined him here tonight. I'm sure she's glad that her boyfriend got such an impressive one-sided victory.
That was brutal. Yeah, and now the crowd clapping and giving a bit of love to Carvon Ahmadi for the heart he showed in such a difficult fight. Incredibly difficult. You know, yeah. A lot of heart displayed there, though, toughing it out to the end, regardless of the kind of physical toll that it took on him. I wish him a speedy recovery. Not able to stand for the official decision.
Yeah. Speaking of which, let's head over to it. The official decision, that is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the judges' decision. Winner by unanimous decision, Safi Husini!
No
There you
surprise
have it.
there. Unanimous decision victory for Sweden's Safi Husini. 2-0 now here in cage.
Joined by his team in the cage, they look absolutely proud of him. Just grins all around.
Safi, congratulations. That was a tough fight.
Let's hear what he has to say.
It seemed like you were in control all the time. How did it feel so?
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Cage Proper, for this fight for me. And thank you, Carvon Ahmadi. He is a great fighter. He is the best. But he wrote yesterday in Instagram, tomorrow night I smash these guys. Man, he don't respect me, but today I show in the cage who is me and who is Sweden.
Congratulations, Safi. Safi Husini.
Safi Husini felt a little bit disrespected by something Carvon Ahmadi had written on Twitter. And he said, hey, you think you're gonna smash me? I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna smash you and I'm gonna show you what's what.
You are about to experience the cage.